I thought I was gonna give myself braids. I got inspired. You know, you see the girls on TikTok and they braid their own hair, and I'm just like, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it. But we didn't do that, so now I'm just going to create another bun. I'm obsessed with this bun. It's just so moody and so aesthetic and so trendy, and it's also really easy to create. So if you guys want to see how I got this bun, then go ahead and just keep watching. Before we get started in this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and then also give this video a like. But let's just go ahead and get started. Before I start, I always like to go on with my spray bottle, and I just actually got this spray bottle from the beauty supply store. But ooh, do you hear that? That is so satisfying to me. I don't know why. So now my hair is just going to be a little bit more flexible and a little bit more easy to move around. Okay, so I just like to start by brushing my edges forward, and I usually like to have like 2 corner edges, if that makes sense. Okay, so once you have the edges brushed up, now we can kind of start to mold the ponytail in place, and I'm just going to start by putting this in like a messy bun. I'm just starting off with my Style Factor Edge Control, and I'm just going to go in and just apply this all around where I pushed out my edges in the front and all the sections of my hair that are going back. So I'm just going in and I'm just brushing that back, and I'm just making sure that the edges are going forward and that the rest of the hair is just being brushed straight back. And this is just kind of like the foundation of how I want the bun to go. And now I'm going to start to part the hair. Now I'm just going in with a little bit more edge control all along this parting space here, right next to the part. And now I'm going in with my hard brush, and I'm just brushing that back. And as I'm brushing this, I'm not just brushing it straight back, I'm brushing it at a diagonal, if that makes sense. So this should basically be brushed down at a diagonal, and then you still want to make sure that the baby hair is left out in the front. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going in with my edge control, and I'm placing this all along the part. And now I'm going in with my hard brush, and I'm brushing this back at a diagonal. And you can kind of see the shape that I'm creating here. It's kind of triangular, and it definitely makes my face look like Snatch. So now I'm going in with my mousse. This is just a lot of body mousse, and I'm just applying this all over my hair. And this is just going to give my hair a little bit more flexibility so that when I'm styling it and trying to figure out where I want to place the bun, the hair is easier to move around. So I'm just going through and just brushing that through. Now I'm just brushing that mousse through, and I can kind of start to see exactly where I want to place the bun. And I'm just still making sure that I just comb my baby hairs forward as I'm doing this step. Now I'm just going to be going in with a little bit of my Eco Styler gel. So I have everything brushed up, and now I'm going to go in and start to actually create my ponytail. This is tight. Okay. So now I'm just going to twist this and create like a little knot bun. And I just secured that with the rubber band, and now I'm just going to be showing you guys how I do my edges. As you can see, I just decided to do this edge off camera just so you guys can kind of see what I'm going for and how I create my edges. So first thing you want to do is just go in with your edge control. So I'm just taking a little bit of my edge control, and I'm just placing this on all the hair that's going forward. So I'm just going in with my edge brush, and I'm combing this at a diagonal. I'm not going straight down. As you can see, I'm angling this at a diagonal here. And this is going to be the first step that you want to do. And also, if you notice that my nails are a little different, it's because I had to rip them off. They kind of were starting to fall off. I had like the gel stick-ons, and they were coming off anyway. So, and with this step, it can honestly be trial and error. Sometimes I'll like leave too much hair out, so I can already tell that some of this is going to have to go back in with the ponytail. So I'm just going in, and I'm just putting this into this section of the hair, going back, just because you don't, well, I don't like for my baby hairs to be too thick. Now I'm going in with a little bit more edge control, and I'm just placing it on this corner, and I'm going to start to comb this corner at an upwards angle while this one is at a diagonal. Okay, so the edge control is to give it a hold, and now just to give it a little bit more flexibility, I'm going in with a little bit of my Eco Styler gel, and I'm just putting it on this section of the hair, and now I'm going to start to create like that swirl shape. And once I have it where I want it, I'm going to basically press it down. And that's just basically how I get that like swirl, like edges look. And now I'm just going to be going in with a little bit more of my mousse. And I'm just putting this on the section of my hair that's going back, just to make sure that it still looks super neat. And then I also just like to put this on like the front of my edges, just to give them more of a, this is all in my ear, just to give them more of a soft look here. So we are nice and snatched. I just wanted to do my edges on camera in more of a detailed way, just because I get so many questions on how I do my edges when it comes to like styling them like this. So as you can see, the edges are completed, and now we can go in and start to work on the actual bun. Okay, so what you'll need, you will just need braiding hair from the beauty supply store. And this is actually really long because last week I got really inspired and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give myself knotless braids. It didn't happen, so I have like 3 packs of this hair because I thought I was going to give myself braids. I got inspired. You know, you see the girls on TikTok and they braid their own hair, and I'm just like, you know what? If they can do it, I can do it. But we didn't do that, so now I'm just going to create another bun. I'm just going to be taking one of these pieces of braiding hair, and I should probably just cut it off. Alright, so I have my piece of braiding hair. This is just what it looks like. I'm just going to be starting off with one small piece just like this. And it's kind of, it has like a rubber band in the middle of it. So I'm just taking that off. I am going to take a smaller section of this and just start with a smaller section, just because I really want this to kind of look like my natural hair in a way. Okay, so I'm just going to be basically wrapping this around my bun, and the straggly ends here, I'm going to basically hold that, and this is going to be some of the spikes that kind of like stick out of the bun. But before I do that, I think I want to just cut this, just because I purchased a really long length, and I don't really want my bun to be that thick or that long. So I'm just going to be cutting this just so it's a little shorter. Yeah, because I don't want this bun to be like too big. I want it to still be kind of tiny. So I just cut that, and now I'm taking this and I'm just wrapping it underneath my bun, literally just like this. And I'm taking this side and I'm basically pressing this forward with this finger, and I'm going to start to just create a bun. I'm literally just kind of gently twisting this and wrapping this around. So as I get done wrapping it, I'm going to basically just hold this here, and I'm going to just hair scrunchie this portion. And I just like to wrap it like twice. And as you can see, I didn't finish like tucking the ends of this, so I'm just going to go in and start to pull this and separate it. And this is just going to kind of start to give us that like whole like spiky Spice Girls trendy bun look. Okay, so do you see what we did there? We kind of left the remainder of the bun that we were going to wrap out and started to just leave it out. We're just separating the hair, and this was the remainder of the bun that we were going to wrap, but instead of wrapping it, I kind of just like twisted it out, and now I'm just going to use this hair to separate and create the spikes. And the length of the spikes is completely up to you. It's just personal preference. I usually like for mine to be like a little shorter, but there's this girl on Instagram, she's so freaking cute. She does hers like a little longer. I would actually place her photo on the screen so you guys can like see an example of what it would look like if you left it longer. But I'm just gonna go in and kind of cut mine just so it's a little bit more frayed. I never like to cut it like right across because I don't want it to be too blunt. But I do just go in and cut it like that. And as I cut, I just like to separate it and just kind of like play around with it and see like if it's too much, if it's not enough. Sometimes I'll like cut more of it out. So once you have the spikes where you want them, you just want to go in and kind of like separate them a little bit more. And now I'm just going in with a rubber band, and I just want to make sure that it's not too much. That's the only thing, because sometimes like I don't want it to be too much. So I might just take these bottom ones here, like the ones right here. I'm just going to take those and kind of just tuck them underneath the bun here. And same for this side. And I'm just going in with my black rubber band and I'm just putting this around one time. She's getting there. She looks so cute. So the last thing I'm just going to do is go in with my olive oil spray, and I'm just going to spray the perimeter of this just to give it a little bit more sheen and hold, and then I'll be back on to show you guys the completed look. So here we have the completed look. I'm obsessed with this. Honestly, this look always turns out cute, and it's so easy, and it's just so reliable. Like, if you don't know what to do and you want to look cute and you don't want to spend too much money or too much time, this is the perfect hairstyle. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, then just make sure you comment down below. I'll definitely answer those. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram. I will leave my Instagram handle here, and that's all I have for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!